Okay, good. We got 30 minutes. Okay, well, I was watching the video of Aries Spears, and even though we had beefing on Twitter and stuff, there's some things I kind of agree and disagree. The recent interview about historical white people being the dangerous one, and I'm not trying to be anti-white. I'm mixed with white, besides black and American. Wouldn't be here. I wouldn't. My family would not be here if it wouldn't happen. I wouldn't have a grandmother that I saw the Asian cousin was adopted, in the family, and actually know my other relatives. That's blood related to me, who's white relatives, okay? But that is very true, and that's the reason why when we bring up racism, like he's, and I hate the one thing that I like about the conference, you can refer as white folks. You were so respectful that they brought the Indian and we killed the Indians. No, I ain't saying that's disrespectful because I'm not mixing the American. When you said that, but when you said they brought niggas here, that was disrespectful. I mean, we've been caught, like I said about the Kendall Martin. It's like anytime a brother comes on these doggone shows and use the word nigga and refer himself and his people, they get all the props. It's like a Stephen Fletcher Mitchell show. And if someone like myself talks against it, we the bad people. But this is terrible. How would you feel if Harry Tubman and Fred Douglas would sit there and say, hear you say that type of language? What's going on? Okay, I thought some drama going on in my neighborhood. Anyway, but the point is, that's the reason why I don't like his personality. Because when he say the word nigga, that word is not a positive word. Nigga and nigga are evil words. Can we stop, if we want to show black pride out, can we stop using derogatory terms to describe who we are? I mean, we're not pure black, but still, we're part of the black race. And it's like every time, you know what I'm saying? And one thing I'm going to, now I do agree, he said, because, no, not with the N word. Because if we look at history, and not all Native Americans were killed, a lot of us are mixed. They had a blood quantum, okay? Besides the one drop rule, look for paper genocide. That's exactly what it was, okay? And I mean, I'm mixed. If you look at, I don't look pure black and I don't look pure native at all, but you can look besides my African features, my face, and also this hairless body of mine. Okay, this camera skin, of course. Okay, this is a brown, of course, but still, So, but it's very true what he said, that the white racist people who took over this country and made it. And like he was saying, and once again, I hate the word niggas, he was saying that, other races hate us outside the community, even Africans hate us, is because they do put negative images. But you make it worse when you say niggas. Oh, they hate niggas. Okay. Can y'all please? I can't tell this 47-year-old man what to do, but it's on national TV, and people who are ignorant think that me and him think the same doggone level. And I'm about to tell you right now, no the fuck I don't, because of this video. But it makes me mad when people don't see individuality, and I'm sorry, I do practice that. I don't practice collectivism, but now speaking of that, I do agree that Oprah and Russell Simmons and Michael Jordan should come together and make their own business and stuff. And I do agree with that. And it's very true to cry about. The reason why that many of us have that mentality that we don't get because if you, for example, what was that movie besides when Shamar Moore played Eric Alexandra? Okay, she played Aunt something. I think there was the person related to Alex Haley. I know what I'm talking about with Queen Latifah. Who else? And later on, the character that Eric Alexandra, who played who played Maxine on Living Single, also played on Cosby Show back back in the day. She was one of the college students that was on there. She what's her name? Cissy Tyson played the older version of her. I forgot, Ain't Pearl. I forgot. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I saw that movie, and Shamar Moore played the mixed race guy who had sex with Erica Alexandra and said, we ain't, I ain't letting my baby around here picking any so and so into the baby. But remember, Blair Underwood played the other child, and then Milo Van Peebles played the child that came from there. He became a Muslim, Nation Islam Muslim, and he said he hated his mama, but he did not know this whole story that the father took away from him, and the father got killed sleeping all on top of him, being a thought, sleeping all on top of women in there because they high yelling thought, and I don't remember trying to get See, it go both ways. I can't sit here about brothers going with high yellow women and light skin, but sisters go out. You know what I'm saying? I'll be honest with you. Okay, I have camel skin. Okay, if this hair was naturally straight. Oh, please. I just tell it like it is. Let's be honest with you. Because I have seen it. Even dark-skinned but with naturally straight curly hair get most chicks. Dudes with green eyes who are, my shade and lighter are all dark-skinned. Because I knew a brother like that. I had a Creole friend of mine, dark-skinned, dark chocolate brown with natural green eyes. And I said, I bet them sisters be chilling. He said, yep. Okay. I'm sorry. You can't get mad either other way. You can't lust at the what's his name, Jerry Minks, but we get mad by we like a Mariah Carey or whatever. It go both ways. I said like it is, okay. But either way, I'm not doing this. This is my own body. I do whatever I want to. Folks don't like. I do. I express myself how I want to. But going back to the situation. In the movie, I forgot what's that movie called. God dog it. I wish you can Google it right now. I'm trying to do this film, watch some time. Okay. Anyway, but in that movie, I love Della Reese's character. That was Shamar Moore's grandmother. And she said, not only the white folks was against her because they were rich colored folks, or Negro folks at the time because they were mixed and everything, but the black ones were too. So that's why we don't, because I'm sorry. For example, in Queens, even though Tupac was shot in Queens, and I bet it was a brother, I'm going to say it, Jermaine Jails, Queen Latifah was robbed. The other brother was in Queens last year that got shot. That was French Montana's friend. Don't you understand the reason why that many of us do that? It's not that we hate our people. We do want to uplift our people. But sometimes our people do not want to uplift themselves, and they want to create the crab and bear situation. They want to run us. They want to tell us what to do. They want to hate on us. And I know you're going to say about Kendrick Lamar. No. The reason why I don't like Kendrick Lamar, what happened this past Saturday, is because he instigated an interracial crowd to use a word that hurts us. And show how racist Houston is, okay? That's why I can't wait to get my money and get the fuck out of this doggone city and town in Texas. And if Trump become president, I'm going south the border. But that's the reason why that we have the mentality. Because, like, for example, I wasn't raised in the ghetto. I lived in a middle-class neighborhood of African-descendant people of all different shades and colors. We mix with Creole and everything else, okay? Dark and light, whatever. Those like white, whatever. That's what I'm saying. I saw that, okay, growing up. And it's also my family roots, okay? That's the reason why that the idea was to get up out of there. When I was trying to be my own boss in I was 20 years old, I was being my own boss. I got tired of working for everybody at 19 years old. I was with a company called Equinox International. Yeah, probably Bill Gold. He was a fraud. He took a lot of money, whatever. Well, I was trying to be my own boss. And when I was trying to go to my people and say this product, they would not report, go get a job, go get a job. Okay, I left that alone after I found out, and I started, actually I'm doing both. And I was doing Fire Secure. Fire Secure was by a company in Florida Worth, Texas. And when I was trying to sell, and I was doing door to door, but I had a car, okay? So I went door to door, and my own family was trying to discourage me from doing that. And they didn't want to see me be, they had that, saying I'm serious. So that's why we have that, because we're, like he said, culture, we're taught to go work for people. And I'm sorry, living in Texas with employment and will law, I hate to be yelled at and screamed. I don't care how much money you give me. If I don't let my own family do that to me, I definitely don't want you to do it to me. I don't care what your color is. I don't bite that mess on my head asking for that mess. I don't care if it's part of your life, your religion, whatever. I hate it. Don't bring it in my face. So that's the reason why. That's why I have a bipolar disorder, because of the type of culture we live down here. If I lived up there in New York, probably someplace, I probably wouldn't have the type of problem. So that's why I'm a libertarian, not a conservative. So that's the reason why that I understand that you can't get mad when you have young geniuses at 30, someone who's trying to be their own boss, and the family's not backing them up. Now trying to, they trying to discourage him and say they love you at the same time. That's the type of backstabbing family I have. Yeah, let's go like it is. Okay, you know what I'm saying? They not being true brothers and sisters when they go ahead and try to discourage you to be your own boss, so you don't have to work for nobody else's ass. And it was the older people doing this. And the young people do it too. They said, well, if you're not married, why don't you go work? And I said, no. And it wasn't of being lazy. I got tired of being mistreated and call out my name. I mean, not call me, but talk to any kind of way to the point it make you want to grab something and knock that person in the head because you didn't come and put on contract to ask for that type of attitude. But in Texas, it's legal to do that. That's why we have private at will law. Okay? That's why I hate living here. Okay? I do hate living in this fucking state. If they came and listen to this state, I don't care. They can burn down. I don't care. It's evil. They ain't Christian about that. Don't talk about no Christ-like attitude trying to point the finger at me when you had a bunch of evil folks run this crap and you ain't saying to them. Because I don't hear that crap. I hate that favoritism shit crap. But point is, that's the reason why. So, Vlad didn't understand. The reason why, and that's one thing I like about this video now, is a conversation between the two. You're right about Barack Obama being mixed. Actually, all of us, including Aries Spears, are. Ain't none of us have pure Negroid ancestry. We are mixed with white and Native American spot. For example, Aries Spears and I are two different shades. He's darker than I am. I'm lighter than he is. I may be not fair as DJ Vlad, but I don't look like Aries Spears when it comes to my complexion. Okay? Because we both have mixed backgrounds and that variation comes out of that DNA test. DNA mixed heritage. That's why. That's why I don't promote the one drop rule, because it meant to hurt us, not help us. It was created by white racist people to hurt us. That's why they was raping on the plantation. So when them babies came out, it became their slaves. Either they was a children or great-grandchild, so they slaved to work on the plantation by having one drop of black blood. Hello. And in Jim Crow, one drop of black blood kept you on, or kept you unemployed, kept you also discriminated against. Kept you a target for the Ku Klux Klan. It wasn't that the black blood was bad, it's that the ideology of it was used to hurt you. The one drop rule was made by white racist people. And it's sad that I get called a coon for not going over the situation, but y'all are coons. You the coons for going on. You're going on with the idea that was used to hurt us. But you get mad at Rachel Dolezal, pretending to be black, part black, shall I say, because of the way she looked. She fooled y'all because she knew how stupid y'all were going on with a rule that was used to hurt us. And you get mad that someone lighter shade get more favoritism, but they consider black, right? But they can get nobody that's dark brown chocolate, like Pete Yogo or Weston's Nice or something like that. No, that's exactly the reason why. Don't you play into it. So I will give it a real rule, but you want to use high degree of it. That degree shit don't matter. Your behind still mixed with whatever, because out them other DNA, you wouldn't be here. Okay? So I want to get that to those who don't understand that. That's why I have a different mentality, and I think differently. And I don't care. Like, one thing that I'm glad that DJ Vlad is not like the typical white racist people, because white people say the one that Barack Obama is black. Okay? But now they're saying they're mixed, and we're coming to it. But the problem is they're playing the game. They're trying to use blood quantum version of mixed heritage. Instead of saying anybody mixed heritage is mixed, they want to use degrees of it. Now that's sort of a caste system. Remember, if you know your history, in Mexico, in other parts of Latin America, they had a caste system. Okay? And the caste system was the white people in Mexico. That's why they can't tell me about no black people, because they was in their caste system. Mixed race black people as well. The second president of Mexico was part African descent, and Spanish named America. He was African descent. That was Guerrero. That's my hero, by the way. Who's banned slavery in Mexico. In the caste system, okay. That's why they didn't have. That's why they not only they got rid of who had the records of who had black DNA in them, but they got rid of caste because Spain put it there. So they kicked Spain out. In their caste system, they had, the white folks on top who were born in Spain. Second was the ones who were born in Mexico. The mixed race people, mestizo, mulatto, lobo, Afro mestizo, sambo, sambo as with a Z, not with an S. All these, that means for Native American and black, or lobo, sometimes they will use that as well. All them different characters, who different breeds, mixtures, and then they had the African and the indigenous people, the American people at the bottom. And what it was, how much white blood they determined based on that caste system, got how much cell rights you have. So that's exactly what they're doing. For example, DNA testing, like for example, can some social truth? Watch the DNA hoax video. I'm glad that person who made that video was correct. When they did AfricanAncestry.com, they found out, which this I always criticize this. There are only 2 tribes. But when we went to other companies, they found out this woman had different other tribes. Also, they did a recap of that woman. Her name was Vi Higgins. I mean, put her name there, but they mentioned that her DNA test showed that she had more French DNA than Senegal. The lowest part of the DNA was African. Then you know that sister is caramel like myself. I don't know what type of hair test she had because she had a wig on, but she about my complexion. DNA tests don't always prove everything because every generation changes. It changes. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't stay the same. What stays the same is the chromosomes, where you're male, female. That stays the same from your mother and father. But when it comes to DNA testing, it can only go back to 18 generations, 16 generations. Because remember, we have like millions of ancestors. It doesn't go all the way back. You have to go to other DNA companies to get different DNA samples to show that. For example, Jessica Alba. Jessica Alba on Lopez Night showed she had on black DNA, which is a doggone lie. I knew that was a lie. But when she was on PBS Finding Roots, it pulled up 2%. But it says 0% on Lopez. So that's why. So now they try to use DNA testing because I'm from Houston, okay? The reason why I don't really change such about the Aries Spears, but the reason why I disagree with that people try to use that because they're trying to determine who race and who more they can try to tell how I live out of us. I know the trick of this thing. Because back in here in Houston, the DNA test on the HPD, they have innocent people locked up in HPD, yes, in the Harris County Jail. Do you know when they found out the DNA labs were corrupt? They had to retest these people and found out they was guilty, not guilty, they was innocent of rapes and all other stuff. Back in 2002, 2003. There one brother that was false accused of rape, and he found out they retested his DNA again and found out he had nothing to do with the rape. Yes. That's how I know. When they did Wayne Joseph. Wayne Joseph was a Creole brother in Los Angeles, a family from Louisiana. He lives life as a black identified. He lied, I am. He got a long curly hair. He had a fro, he had short curly hair. They found out he was 0% African. And even the mom said, excuse me, I did have you. She said, excuse me, I don't care what the DNA test say. And you can look at her nose wide and everything else. Where the DNA came from if he got curly hair and a big lip and all. Exactly. Even though he lighter than I am, okay? DNA tests people can mess up DNA because you got humans operating a doggone place. Anytime you have humans operating, so they can make errors. The only person that can't make errors is the Almighty God. So they're trying to use it, like the people trying to ask, which DNA test, because I don't find, because they want to say, oh, you're more African or less African, whatever, and they want to tell you how to live your life with and how to determine your race. Instead of acknowledge all your roots, they want to stop you from doing it because they hate the fact that you are a mixed race person. And they hate the fact that you don't find the ideology of it. So it debunks this and try to find ways to do it. That's why. So that's why I don't go in detail there, but that's the real reason why. But going back to what I'm saying, that, okay. So that's the reason why that I was saying about the DNA test situation, you know, change the subject situation. But that's exactly what the Barack Obama situation, that's exactly what they're doing. I'm not saying he's doing it, but that's exactly what they're doing. Okay, and some people are doing. Yeah, one dude had to cuss out. They talking about I'm not mixed, but you look at my complexion. I don't look dark brown. I don't look like Akon. I don't look like Lupita Nyong'o. Okay, you know, and it comes from because as a child I was told the reason why your shades like that because they didn't want to say white. They said Native American DNA, but finally it was all three. Okay, so and when I did more research on my family tree, and you know what I'm saying, that's how I